Which countries are planning massive deportations in 2024? Curious? Let's dive into the details. Deportation is a term that's been buzzing around the globe quite a bit lately. It's a complex issue, wrapped tightly in layers of politics, human rights, and national security. Deportation, in essence, is the act of a government sending a non-citizen back to their home country, often due to violations of immigration laws. But the reasons can be as diverse as the countries implementing these policies. In the year 2024, several countries are planning significant deportations. Why is this happening now, you may wonder? The reasons are as varied as the countries themselves. Some are grappling with economic woes, struggling to provide for their citizens, and viewing immigrants as an added strain on their resources. Others are facing security concerns, with fears of crime and terrorism leading them to tighten their borders. Still, others are wrestling with political pressures, with leaders using immigration as a tool to rally support and consolidate power. It's a complex tapestry of factors, all weaving together to create a global landscape where deportation is becoming increasingly common. Now, it's important to remember that our list of countries planning massive deportations is based on data available at the time of this video. The world is always changing, and so too are immigration policies. What's true today might not be true tomorrow, so we invite you to stay informed, to keep an open mind, and to always remember the human stories behind the headlines. A quick note before we delve deeper. This video is not meant to pass judgment or point fingers. Rather, our aim is to shed light on a topic that is often shrouded in controversy and misunderstanding, to encourage dialogue and promote empathy. After all, at the end of the day, we are all citizens of the same world. So, which are the countries making headlines with their deportation plans? Let's start our countdown. Kicking off our list at number 5, we have a European country that may surprise you. Yes, folks, we're talking about the land of the fjords, Norway. This Scandinavian beauty has recently announced plans for a massive deportation. Now why, you might ask, would a country known for its progressive policies and high standard of living resort to such measures? Well, the answer lies in a complex cocktail of factors. One of the key reasons is the significant increase in illegal immigration over the past few years. This surge has put immense pressure on Norway's welfare system, leading the government to reassess its immigration policies. The decision has been met with a mix of shock and understanding globally. While Norway has always been viewed as a beacon of humanitarianism, the current circumstances have forced the country to adopt a more hardline stance. This move is expected to affect around 20,000 people, many of whom have made Norway their home for years. The global reaction to this decision has been, to say the least, varied. Some see it as a necessary measure to protect the country's resources and maintain social stability. Others, however, perceive it as a stark departure from Norway's image as a welcoming and inclusive nation. Critics argue that this decision could set a dangerous precedent, encouraging other countries to adopt similar measures. Supporters, on the other hand, believe that it could serve as a wake-up call, highlighting the need for a more sustainable and controlled immigration system worldwide. The situation raises several questions about the future of immigration and asylum policies, not just in Norway, but globally. Is this the beginning of a new trend? Will more countries follow suit? Only time will tell. Quite a start to our list, isn't it? Now, moving on to the 4th spot. Coming in at number 4, we have an Asian country that is raising eyebrows. Now let's traverse to the Far East, where the land of the rising sun, Japan, has caught our attention. Japan, a country known for its technological advancements and cultural richness, is surprisingly in the spotlight for a different reason. Japan has always been a country that values its heritage and culture, often maintaining a homogeneous society. The recent increase in the foreign population, primarily due to the labor shortage, has been a hot topic. But hold on to your sushi, folks, because Japan has announced a massive deportation plan for the year 2024. But why, you ask? Well, it seems economic factors are at the root of this decision. The country's aging population and declining birth rate have led to a labor shortage, prompting an influx of foreign workers. This shift, coupled with a desire to maintain cultural purity, has led to this unexpected announcement. The estimated number of deportees is quite staggering. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people. This move is not just about the numbers. It's about the people, their lives, their dreams. It's about families who have made Japan their home and who now face an uncertain future. The international response has been, as you can imagine, mixed. There's been criticism, of course, with human rights organizations and foreign governments expressing concern about the potential impact on people's lives. However, some argue that Japan has the right to protect its cultural heritage and control its population. But what does this mean for the future? It's a question that's been on everyone's lips. Will other countries follow suit? Will we see a trend towards greater homogeneity and less global integration? Only time will tell. It's heating up now. What country could possibly be next? Taking the bronze medal in our countdown, we've got an American country that's ruffling feathers. Let's shift our focus to Brazil, the largest country in South America, known for its vibrant culture, football, and the iconic Christ the Redeemer. But this year, it's not just the samba rhythms that are causing a stir. The government has announced a massive deportation plan, making it our third spot holder. This plan, according to official reports, is set to affect approximately 100,000 individuals. Yes, you heard that right, 100,000 people. The majority of these individuals are undocumented immigrants who arrived in Brazil seeking better economic opportunities. However, the government has decided to tighten its immigration policies, arguing that it's a necessary step to maintain national security and economic stability. Reactions to this decision have been as diverse as the Amazon rainforest itself. On one hand, advocates of the plan argue that it will allow the government to better manage its resources and provide for its citizens. But on the other hand, human rights organizations and international bodies are raising concerns about the humanitarian implications of such a large-scale deportation. The United Nations has urged Brazil to reconsider, emphasizing the potential for human rights abuses and the destabilizing effects on the region. Meanwhile, neighboring countries are bracing for a potential influx of returnees, with many unsure of how to handle such a large number of people. This move by Brazil is a clear indication of a shifting global narrative around immigration. It's a complex issue with economic, social, and political implications that ripple far beyond the borders of any one country. And as we continue to see, it's a narrative that is constantly evolving. So, there you have it. Brazil, in an unexpected twist, takes the bronze medal in our countdown of top countries planning massive deportations in 2024. We're nearing the top of our list now. Let's see who takes the silver medal. At number 2, we have a Middle Eastern country making waves, a land of ancient history and modern marvels. This country is making headlines with its deportation plans. The reason behind this surprising move? A shift towards self-reliance and a desire to bolster local employment. The country is projected to deport hundreds of thousands of migrant workers. The plan is to replace them with local citizens in a bid to reduce unemployment rates. This move is seen as a double-edged sword. On one side, it could empower the local workforce. On the other, it could disrupt sectors dependent on migrant labor. The international community has mixed reactions. Some applaud the effort towards self-sufficiency. Others express concern over the human rights of the deportees. The situation is a puzzle, a complex blend of social, economic, and humanitarian factors. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Which country tops our list? And now, the country that tops our list, no drumroll needed, it's Australia. Interestingly, this nation renowned for its koalas and kangaroos has taken a surprising turn. In 2024, Australia plans to deport a staggering number of people. We're talking about roughly 200,000 individuals. Yes, you heard that right, 200,000. This unexpected leader in the deportation race has caused quite a stir on the global scene. Diplomats, human rights advocates, and even the everyday man on the street are all scratching their heads at this turn of events. Questions abound. Why Australia? What's the rationale behind this move? And how will it impact Australia's standing in the international community? But let's not forget, every country has its reasons, its own unique set of circumstances, and its own way of dealing with them. And there you have it. The countries leading the deportation race in 2024. Remember, every story has multiple sides, and this is just one side of the coin. Next on our list, we have a European powerhouse, Germany. Not to be outdone by Australia, Germany too has announced a significant deportation plan. The reasons? Security concerns and economic factors. You see, Germany has been grappling with issues related to immigration for some years now. It's a complex situation with no easy answers. The German government believes that this move will help ensure the safety of its citizens and stabilize its economy. But not everyone agrees. Critics argue that the plan is short-sighted and could lead to long-term social and economic problems. The international response has been mixed. Some countries are supportive, understanding Germany's predicament. Others, however, are concerned about the implications for the future of the European Union. Could this move lead to a domino effect, with other European countries following suit? Or could it lead to a backlash with countries pushing for more humane immigration policies? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Germany's move has added another layer of complexity to the global deportation debate. And as we've seen, every country has its own unique set of circumstances and its own way of dealing with them. Moving on to the next country. Surprising many, an African country makes it to our list. Yes, we're talking about South Africa. Amidst its own set of economic struggles and political pressures, South Africa too has announced a massive deportation plan. The reasons? A combination of economic downturn, rising unemployment, and political unrest. South Africa's move has shocked many, considering the country's history of welcoming immigrants from all over the continent. The international response has been swift and varied. Some countries are sympathetic, understanding the pressures South Africa is under. Others, however, see this as a worrying precedent for the continent. The question on everyone's lips is, could this lead to a ripple effect with other African countries following suit? Or could it result in a push for more inclusive immigration policies across the continent? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear. South Africa's move has added another dimension to the global deportation debate. It's a reminder that every country, regardless of its location or size, has its own unique set of challenges when it comes to immigration. Now, let's see who's next. Coming in next, we have a North American country that is raising eyebrows. Yes, you heard it right. Canada, known for its friendly people and welcoming immigration policies, announced a massive deportation plan in 2024. Citing economic factors and a shift towards stricter immigration policies, Canada's decision has sent ripples across the globe. The country's reputation as a haven for immigrants seems to be under threat. The international response has been swift, with many nations expressing concern over Canada's sudden policy shift. Some view it as a sign of changing times, a reflection of the global trend towards tighter immigration controls. Others are worried about the implications for global integration and the future of multicultural societies. What does this mean for the people affected, and what about those who are planning to make Canada their new home? The uncertainty is palpable, but one thing is clear: Canada's decision is a game changer. It's a reminder that even the most welcoming of nations can change their approach when faced with economic pressures and changing societal attitudes. As we continue to navigate through this global deportation conundrum, one can't help but wonder, who could possibly be next? Next on our list, we have a South American country making waves. Argentina, known for its vibrant culture and passionate people, is following the trend with a massive deportation plan. The plan is expected to affect around 50,000 individuals, most of whom are undocumented immigrants. The government cites resource management, prioritizing citizens, and maintaining a balance in the economy as reasons behind this decision. The reactions to this plan have been diverse. Advocates of the plan argue that it's a necessary step for Argentina's economic stability and sustainability. They believe that this will help manage resources better and prioritize the needs of Argentine citizens. On the other hand, critics raise humanitarian concerns. They argue that this plan not only disrupts lives but also contradicts Argentina's reputation as a country that embraces diversity and multiculturalism. The international response has been significant. The United Nations has urged Argentina to reconsider this decision, emphasizing the potential humanitarian crisis it could trigger. Neighboring countries are also on high alert, preparing for potential consequences and the influx of deportees. As we delve deeper into this global deportation conundrum, the patterns are becoming clearer, but the questions remain: how will these decisions affect global migration trends? And what will be the consequences for the countries implementing these policies? We're nearing the end of our list now. Let's see who's the last addition. And finally, the last country to make it to our list, it's Russia. Yes, you heard it right. Russia, a formidable player on the global stage, plans to deport approximately 100,000 individuals in 2024. This unexpected deportation move by Russia has sparked global interest and concern. Many are left wondering about the rationale behind Russia's decision. Is it a strategic political move, or is it driven by economic considerations? The impact of this decision on the international community is also drawing attention. Will this move disrupt international relations, or will it lead to a domino effect, encouraging other countries to adopt similar policies? And there you have it, the countries leading the deportation race in 2024. But the true implications of these decisions, only time will tell.